What is it with me shooting cinematic tests in the rain? I don't know why. Every time I go to do it, it always ends up raining. Why? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about DSLRs and if they are good for video. However, first things first, we are starting something new on the channel, and that is we are going to be shouting out channels at the beginning of each video. Now the channel we're shouting out today is Lander. If you're not subscribed to this guy, you definitely need to go subscribe to him because he's got a lot of funny videos that are guaranteed to make you laugh, so definitely check him out. If you want your channel to be shouted out in a video, put it in the comments below and we'll stick it in a video. Now, on to cameras. So today we're going to be looking at the pros and cons of DSLRs and whether or not they are right for your videography business. So the first thing that I like about DSLRs is the price. You can get these things used for dirt cheap. This particular model here is the Canon 7D, which you can get on eBay now for about $300 to $400. Now you can get DSLRs that are more expensive than this or cheaper. Obviously more expensive is going to have better functions and an overall better build quality. But even cheap DSLRs like the T2i for like $120, $200 on eBay has an amazing image. And that brings us to my second love about DSLRs, and that is the image quality. Now these are some shots that I shot yesterday with my Canon 7D and the Rokinon 35mm cine lens, and as you can see, the image looks amazing. This is a camera and lens combo that runs you only to about $800, which is very, very cheap. A lot of promotional films are shot on DSLRs, a lot of documentaries, music videos, product videos, professional high-end quality content that are shot on DSLRs. So this particular model only shoots 1080p, but as you can see from the footage, it's very crisp and very sharp. Newer DSLRs are coming out with 4K options, and some are even coming out with 4K RAW, which is insane for a DSLR. Another thing I like about DSLR cameras is the interchangeable lenses. This is a great feature because you can get whatever focal length you want. Bad Rokinon. Hello? Hey. A lot of people wonder why they would get a DSLR that's supposed to be for pictures over a video camcorder. And the reason for that is because of the interchangeable lenses. If you get a video camcorder, you are stuck to whatever that zoom function allows you to do. However, with a DSLR, you can buy any lens you want and you can get a different focal range. It's amazing. Now we get down to some of the things I don't like about DSLRs. And there's only a few because these cameras are amazing. So the first thing that I don't like about DSLRs is the fact that there is a record limit on this camera. Now there's some reason they had to do that. I'm not sure what it was. If you happen to know, put it in the comments so I can grow smarter. It can be a little inconvenient when you're trying to shoot a sermon or a speech or a wedding and this camera cuts off at 12 minutes. Before I knew there was a record limit on a DSLR, I tried to shoot a conference with 1 hour talks and it did not work. It was an absolute disaster because I thought I recorded the whole thing and I got home and there was only a 12-minute clip on my memory card. So that was frustrating, and I did a bunch of research and I found out that DSLRs do have a recording limit. Now if you're shooting something like a short film or a commercial or a product video and you don't need the camera to record past 12 minutes, then that's not going to bug you at all. However, if you're shooting something like big events, weddings, sermons, then the 12-minute recording limit probably will be inconvenient, and you should look into something like a C100, a C300, or a Sony FS5, something that's more geared to video that will not have a record limit on it. Another thing that I dislike, and this could actually be a good thing based on your scenario, but I actually found this a little hard to work with, is just the size of this camera. It's very small, which in some situations it can be good if you're trying to do run and gun and you're going to have to carry this for a long period of time. It's not going to get heavy very fast. But for me, running stuff like Steadicam, putting this light DSLR on a Steadicam creates almost no inertia. And the Steadicam would wiggle so much because it was so light. I had to touch it so light on the post. It was very hard to operate with such a light camera. But of course, size isn't a big issue. It was more of just a personal preference. For me, maybe a smaller camera is what you need for your style of video. If that's the case, a DSLR will be perfect. Another thing that I do not like about Another thing that I do not like about DSLRs, and this is because it's a picture camera with a video option, is the fact that there's not a lot of controls when it comes to video. I shot something on my Canon C300 that had stuff like focus peaking and zebra and a waveform monitor and all these helpful tools for video, and then I went back to my DSLR and it didn't have any of those, which, if you're not used to using those, it's very easy to use the limited features that a DSLR has. However, it can be a little inconvenient to not have a bunch of video functions on this camera whenever you're shooting something like a short film or a documentary. So in short, is a DSLR good for video? The answer to that is absolutely. These cameras are definitely good for video, and I would highly recommend it if you're just starting out as a videographer, or maybe you're doing a bunch of run and gun stuff. This camera is for you. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like the video and subscribe, because there are a bunch of videos we have planned for the future that will hopefully help you as a filmmaker. The Captain America fight scene is coming soon. I know I keep saying that, but this time it's really, really close to being done. And also, we're continuing to chip away at our World War II short film that will hopefully be shot in August. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.